Hello, class. Today's lesson, we are going to look at DC Universe Classics Kalibak, and we can see the parts of him lying there, like these guys all just kicked his ass. But we will assemble him and have a look at him. First thing we're going to do, though, some of the other figures, or the figures from the wave, excluding the variants. We've got Mr. Miracle, Hawkman, that genius killer moth, Superman in his black costume, and Shazam. Oh, is Big Bang Theory not on or something? Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, I thought that was over too. But anyways, each of these dudes came with a piece of Kalibak, and now we can assemble him. We got the big ugly looking dude here, and we can put his legs in first. Let's see if I can do this. Oh man, maybe not. Come on, you can do it. Well, I know one thing, once I stick this leg in here, it ain't never coming out. There we go. And we can grab the other one and put it in here, maybe. There we go. And then we can take his sleeved arm and we can pop that in to into his socket. Maybe. Let's try that again one more time. There we go. And then, let's maybe adjust the camera just a little bit. We can take his other arm and we can put it in the socket as well. Maybe I'll change that a little bit. There we go. Oh, it popped. That means it must be in. There we go. And here we have the triumphant looking Kalibak, which is pretty awesome. So we can have a look at him, just circle around a little bit. As we can see, he is incredibly top heavy. Now, I did look this up on Wiki, and I'm pretty sure that Kalibak is the son of Darkseid and some woman named Suli, and maybe she's a real dog, because let's face it, Kalibak is pretty ugly, and unless he was just beaten a whole lot as a child with a sack full of ugly bricks, there's really no other reason why. So, a lot of them, we've got that green color, which we expect from, if we've seen him in the show. I've only seen him on Justice League, so when I think of Kalibak, I think of Worf, because he's voiced by Michael Dorn. And we can look here. Now, one thing I'd like to point out, I probably should have pointed this out before I put them together, but his feet, I don't know how well we can see it on camera, but just the feet themselves, not the rest of the legs, the feet are 2 shades of green. Now, when you're looking at it here, you probably can't tell, but maybe if you have one at home or one of your buddies does, maybe you should go have a look. This one is a lighter color than this one. This one matches the rest of his boot. Maybe we can see it in just relation to the rest of the boot. I don't know how well we can tell it there. We can see it. Much lighter shade of green than this one. It's not just the light on it either. Don't know what happened there. They must have run out of one color or something. I don't know if it's just this one or if it's all of them. That's the way it is. We've got the, I guess, the shoulder strap here. It's a kind of a hard plastic, surprisingly, for something on there. And we've got kind of the gray furry color for his arms and his legs, which still is like, why is he wearing shorts? Don't really understand, but that's okay. In terms of his articulation, well, his head, you know what, his head doesn't go that far. Really, that's about it. A little bit to the side. We got a little bit of up and down there, not a whole lot. His shoulders are going to rotate because that's a big ball joint we've got there and go up and down. Ooh. We're going to have the rotation at the upper arm, which we expect from DCU figures. We've got the bend at the elbow. Oh, I just popped the arm out. Let's pop that back in. Ugh. Good enough. And then his arm is going to rotate at the wrist. I don't think that's in solid, but I'll fix that later. And we've got the little mace, which is seen before. It says China on it. Not discreet at all. Anyways, we can put that back in there. He moves at the torso up and down. I'm wondering if he should move at the waist, but really, I'm trying and it's not going anywhere, and I think if I try any harder, I'll break it, so I'll stop. The legs at the hips, we can move forward. Not really any back. They do go to the side, which we expect from the DC Universe figures. Rotates at the thigh, and then we bend at the knee, and then his ankle bends, which we would expect as well. So there we have his articulation. He's full of character. He's awesome. I kind of like him. I never had much appreciation for the character, but it is a decent figure. Now, the one other thing that's kind of neat is we can take his hand weapon here and we can put that on his back. It's nice that his belt has that, or shoulder strap has that, we'll say functionality. That makes it sound technical. I wonder if it should be hanging the other way. I guess it doesn't really matter. But he's got that, which is nice, so he doesn't always have to be holding on to it. Now, in terms of his size, don't have it here with me to show you, but it's not going to be as big as Kilowog. But if we take Superman, we can kind of compare the two. He does stand taller than Superman, not by a whole lot, but he's just, you know, his mass is just so much bigger. For his weight, he should be taller kind of thing, right? But he does stand taller than the rest of them. Actually, it's probably pretty close to scale. He's big, but whenever we saw him in the cartoon and stuff, which unfortunately that's the only way I really know him, he was always kind of hunched over. But he is decently large, and I think he'd be on the scale of Superman, because he should be a little bit bigger. We can put Superman back, because I don't really want to talk about him anymore. All in all, it's a decent figure. I don't know if it's just me or if I just can't get the leg in there properly, but you notice it doesn't seem to sit flush. Oh my jeez, I can't get the arms in there either. I'm gonna have to fight with this one later. There we go. Decent figure. We can pose him a little bit, and he's got lots of character, which is awesome. Worth picking up the whole set? Well, you know what? If you're a collector who needs to have them all, then obviously yes. If you really like Kalibak or the New Gods, certainly. If you're not a big fan of Kalibak, would I recommend picking up the whole set for him? Obviously not. Then you just pick the individual figures you like Hawkman over here. But all in all, he's a decent figure. You know what? I like him. He's got some heft. He is pretty heavy, so he'll stand up really well. I would have to give this figure, if I was going to give him a grade, a B+. Not quite an A, just because I'm really having issues with the shoulders, which could just be me. And he's just, again, not a lot of affection for the character himself. But I do think he is pretty cool. Certainly a worthy addition, I think, to most people's collection, especially if you collect the DCU figures. So I think that just about wraps it up for me. We had a look here at Kalibak, the Collect and Connect figure from DC Universe Classics. I think I said it was Wave 6 before. And that is Kalibak. I think that's our lesson. Thank you very much. Class is dismissed.